This is Lone Wolf Horizon, a brand new open-world third-person shooter that recently hit Steam Early Access. This indie action game is in the spirit of games like Halo and Destiny, giving us a large alien planet to explore and plenty of bad guys to kill. I know you have a lot of questions about Lone Wolf Horizon, so let's crib this. Hey, haven't you previewed this already? Good catch. Lone Wolf Horizon is actually an updated version of a game I covered last year called Lost World Zero. This was a science fiction game developed by Mark Golden, a teenager doing his best to juggle homework, car payments, and a budding relationship. I found the game at what seemed to be its lowest point, a nightmarish scenario where Windows 10 accidentally gobbled up all of the important files. With the realities of life crushing down on the teenager, Mark was starting to resent the work he put into Lost World Zero. I'm not gonna lie, part of me expected that was gonna be the end of the story. With so many things going on, I figured that Mark would move on to his next project. Something where he could incorporate all the hard lessons he learned from Lost World Zero. But that's not what he did. Mark was not about to admit defeat. The result of this determination is Lone Wolf Horizon, a significantly better action game that addresses almost every complaint I had about the previous version. It's really that good? Okay, look, I'm not gonna overpromise anything here. Let me just say that Lone Wolf Horizon is a playable third-person shooter with actual goals and objectives. Just one of the many things lacking in Lost World Zero. The change is apparent right from the first second. Instead of exploring the alien world, the game quickly pushes you into a number of large-scale firefights. There are computer-controlled characters rushing around with a purpose, constantly getting into shooting battles and saving your butt. The game is chaotic from the jump, giving it a much-needed boost in urgency and tension. We're asked to roam around this large open world, shooting at the other side, earning experience and money that can be traded to boost your tactics and win the skirmish. Although it's poorly explained in the game, we're finally given a roadmap to winning and returning back to Earth. But even if you completely avoid all of that, there are firefights constantly popping up throughout the alien planet. Lone Wolf Horizon finally executes on the ideas found in Lost World Zero. It still looks a little rough. Yeah, it's definitely rough. And it's not just the visuals that could use some sprucing up, but also a lot of the fundamentals you expect from third-person shooters. The most glaring problem involves taking damage. Instead of giving us a visual cue that lets us know we're getting shot, this game slows our hero down and makes the animation look laggy. This is made even worse when you can't tell where the enemies are coming from. Once I started to take damage, I knew there wasn't much I could do to stay alive. Might as well just give up. I also wish the game was better at letting you know when you leveled up or earned money. A lot of games will show XP floating out of every downed enemy, but not this one. I didn't even realize I was earning XP or money until I stumbled upon that screen by accident. Even then, it's not always as clear as it needs to be, especially when it comes to doing simple things like changing weapons. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done in order for this to be anywhere close to the games it's mimicking, but this is a huge improvement over what I played last year. On one hand, I'm impressed by how much Mark was able to turn this thing around. Lost World Zero was practically unplayable, whereas this brand new version feels like an actual game. I was amazed by how quickly I got into the action, and I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't have any fun gutting down some of the enemy soldiers. I still think $10 is a bit steep for what you get, but at least this game is making a solid argument for itself. 1 year later, and Lone Wolf Horizon is finally on the right track. Hey, thanks for watching our preview. Sometimes people ask me why I cover certain games, and I don't always have a good answer. But when it comes to Lone Wolf Horizon, I think the answer is obvious. It's a great story. Few games go through this much development turmoil, and I'm here to tell you that it's improving every time I see it. In other news, I just recorded the first contestant for our upcoming trivia game show. So this is actually real. Like, really real. It's coming February 1st, so mark your calendars. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then I recommend you click the subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then.